Hey guys, it's Emma. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. May favorites coming at you a little bit late because I've been gone. I just got back a couple days ago from Colorado, which was absolutely epic. I cannot wait to go back. I absolutely loved it. The mountains, oh my gosh. It's just, I had to just laugh sometimes because of the absurdity of the beauty of the landscape on the highway. It's just crazy. So my trip was fantastic. I have a bunch of Instagram posts if you're interested, or I'd be happy to do a separate video on the trip specifically, maybe about, the skincare makeup that I travel with. If you're interested, let me know. Otherwise, let's dive in because I have a lot to share, even though I feel like I haven't been wearing a lot of extravagant makeup. This kind of look has been kind of my go-to in the month of May. So let's start with what I have on my face. First thing, this was in a little haul that I did a little while ago. I will link it around so you can check it out. This is the Buxom Show Some Skin Weightless Foundation. I have it in the shade Tickle the Ivory. I'm wearing it today. This has pretty much been the only base product I've been using. I've been traveling with this. When I've been home, I may have mixed it with another more coverage foundation, because that's a phrase, right? This is a pretty light coverage. I'm going to put a little closer so you can see. It just kind of evens out my skin tone. It doesn't cover up, acne spots or anything like that, but I honestly don't care. This is kind of my perfect everyday foundation, especially right now. My skin is behaving, and I know I shouldn't say that because as soon as I do, it's going to stop behaving, but at the moment it is. This is perfect. I absolutely love it. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you are like me, want something maybe a little less intense for everyday use, or that's just the kind of coverage you prefer. I can't speak highly enough of this. It lasts relatively well, and because it's a lighter coverage, I find that it doesn't look awkward as it kind of fades away. I do find that, as usual, it will obviously be rubbed off where my glasses sit. It doesn't last fantastic on my nose. No foundation does, so I don't really hold it against it too much, especially since it is, it's a light coverage foundation. It doesn't claim to be, 24-hour wear or anything like that, but I love this. Absolutely love this. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Along the lines of this, I've really fallen in love once again with my e.l.f. Selfie Ready foundation brush. It's just such a quick, easy way to blend in foundation. These two go together like a dream. And like I said, this is pretty much what I've been wearing on my face, as my base, since I picked this up. Absolutely, absolutely love. All right, let's talk eyes. I have almost exclusively been doing a 1, maybe 2 shadow look similar to this. I've really been enjoying these kind of orangey shades since I dyed my hair. Well, I didn't dye my hair, but my awesome hairdresser dyed my hair. So I just want to share with you a couple of my favorites that I've been using. One of them is this single from Milani. This is in Bella Mandarin. This is a satin matte, and I've either worn this on its own, kind of blended up into the crease, or today I have this kind of blended over the lid, blended up into the crease, and then I've put a shimmery shade on the lid itself. But let me swatch this out for you. I really like these Milani eyeshadows. I think they're really nice. I might do a separate video on them at some point. I have a few of these singles, and I don't hear anybody talk about them. But that is Bella Mandarin. Like I said, I think it's a satin matte shade. For a little bit more oomph and a little bit more of a coppery tone, I've really been enjoying this NYX Prismatic single in Fireball. And it's just got, obviously a lot more shimmer, a little bit more of a kind of reddy coppery tone. So you can see it there, and I do have that on my lid today. Last but not least, how can we forget, Flame from the Urban Decay Vice 4 palette. This shade is bananas. I really love it. It's right there. It's got a little bit more of a kind of shiftiness. It's almost like the love child between Bella Mandarin and Fireball. But I've been really loving those shades. To go along with that, especially the Flame shade and the Prismatic shadow, I've really been getting some good use out of the NYX Glitter primer. I just find that it adds a little extra oomph to these shadows. Now you can certainly, I haven't played with Flame using it wet. I'm not exactly sure if you can or not. The Prismatic shadow you certainly can use wet, and the Bella Mandarin also you can use wet. Other options to give them a little bit of a boost. Not that they really need to. I mean, that's a single swipe on all of those shades. So they're pretty awesome. And I've really just been enjoying that kind of simple, but also not boring. That makes sense? To me, anyway, in my mind. That's been a go-to over the month. Another eyeshadow palette I wanted to mention, I brought to Colorado with me, so it was the only eyeshadow I used in Colorado. This is the Wet n Wild Naturel palette in Bare Necessities. I have the Nude Awakenings palette, and I do really like that. And I saw this on sale, and I thought, I'm just going to buy it, because for $4 rather than $7, I couldn't say no. And I'm glad I got it on sale. It's not a terrible palette. It got me through my trip to Colorado, but it's nothing. It's nothing special. Most of these shades are in the Nude Awakenings palette. I think I'll probably be doing a separate video kind of comparing both of those palettes, swatching them out, all of that jazz. But it's okay. It's not a terrible palette. I certainly didn't need it. And even on sale, well, let's just say I'm glad I got it on sale. It would have felt like more of a fail if I had paid full price. Granted, you know, $7 isn't that much money for an eyeshadow palette, but it's... All right, let me just mention the couple of fails I have this month, since, you know, that Au Naturel palette brought it down a notch. They're both lip products. The first one is this SPF lip balm from Ulta. If you've watched some of my recent videos, you may know that I am on the hunt for a good SPF lip balm. This is not it. The first one I tried was the Sun Bum. It was too slippery. I ended up eating a lot of it, and it was just kind of gross. This has a much better texture, but whatever fragrance they use in here still gets in my mouth, and it makes me feel like I'm eating perfume. It just like coats the whole inside of my mouth with this perfumey taste, and it's gross. And so I'm throwing this away because I don't want to walk around feeling like I just have perfume in my mouth. It's not the same kind of slippy thing that the Sun Bum does. Like, I don't feel like I'm eating product, but it just feels like my mouth gets coated in a layer of perfume. And it's nasty. So this is going in the trash. I do not recommend it. And then the second one is a product that I love, but the shade didn't work. And this is one of the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit liquid lipsticks. This is in the shade Video Vixen. It's not really seasonable at the moment, although it's June 5th right now, and it's freezing cold and rainy outside. Freezing cold for June. It's like 50 degrees. It's still cold. So this actually would go fine with the weather that we're having in Rhode Island right now. I'll swatch this out on my hand. It's a beautiful deep berry shade. I love this kind of shade, but this shade is just patchy as fuck. It doesn't layer as well as I found the other liquid catsuit lipsticks to layer. It just looks gross. It looks gross. It's patchy, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. All right, let's talk some more travel stuff, some stuff that I took with me or what have you. The first one I may have mentioned in another video because I've just taken this on all of my travels to Florida, to Maryland, and now to Colorado, and it is the e.l.f. Daily Face Cleanser. I usually use the CeraVe foaming cleanser. It comes in like a pump bottle, which I didn't feel like traveling with. This was $4, so I grabbed it to, you know, try it out, and I actually really like it. It cleans well. It does have some fragrance in it, but it doesn't seem to irritate my skin. It, you know, you rinse it right off, so I don't think the fragrance has a chance to irritate my skin, and it does smell nice. It smells very kind of clean and spa-like. And for $4, it's pretty good. It gets all my makeup off. Obviously, I don't use this on my eyes or anything, but, you know, on my face. It works really well, and it's very nice to travel with because it's just in the squeezy tube. Very cute packaging. Definitely recommend. Another thing I was using on my face is from Trader Joe's, and this is the Trader Joe's Argan Oil. I just love this box, so I figured I'd save it to share with you. But I brought this. I like face oils, and I've been kind of experimenting with some. I definitely want to get the rosehip oil from The Ordinary. There's another one that I was tempted by too, but that's number one on my list. And this one, I just figured I would try it, and I really, really liked it. It comes in this dropper style bottle, and it's a pretty kind of thin oil. So if you maybe have oily or combo skin and you don't want a really thick, heavy, greasy feeling oil, this might be one to check out. And because it's Trader Joe's, it's not that expensive. My only complaint is I seem to have used a lot of it already. I did use this every night when I was in Colorado. The air is drier there, so I brought some more moisturizing stuff. I'll talk about another one in a second. But I would wash my face, put on my BHA 2% from Paula's Choice, let that sit for a while, watch TV, and then I would kind of massage this into my skin and then finish off with my CeraVe PM moisturizer. And that worked really well. My skin's very happy right now. Again, that might just be because it happens to be happy right now. But, you know, these products certainly don't seem to be hurting matters. So I've been enjoying this, and I recommend it, especially if you want something that's a little bit more lightweight and a little less greasy. The other moisturizing thing I brought, I don't know if I've actually talked about this on my channel or not. I think I might have. Excuse me. But I'm going to talk about it now, and that is the Soap & Glory Righteous Butter Body Butter. This is awesome. I've had this for a long time. I got it a little bit after Christmas, and I'm about probably a little bit less than halfway done with it. It's very thick cream. Smells amazing, in my opinion. It's kind of a clean, bright, kind of lime citrusy sort of smell. I really like it. I brought this for the rest of myself to combat the drier air in Colorado, and this worked beautifully. I didn't have any issues with dry skin while I was out there, and I smelled good. So that's always fun. Yeah, definitely love this. Recommend it if you enjoy the smell. All right, I have one more little set of products. I've talked about these before, so this will be pretty quick. But traveling, I've really just been enjoying cream products. So I would put my base on, my Show Some Skin Buxom foundation, and then all my face products were cream. I think I talked about this after my Florida trip as well. I have been continuing to use and love the Wet n Wild makeup stick in Call Me Maple, the blush stick in Floral Majority. I have a whole video on those. I will link if you are interested in seeing those in action. I brought the NYX Away We Glow highlighter in the shade Moonbeam. I'm also wearing that on my cheek right now. Absolutely love this. And I also bought another one of the makeup sticks. This is another one of the blush shades. This is in the shade Hustle and Glow. Again, I'm just kind of attracted to these orangey peachy shades at the moment. I am wearing that on my cheeks right now. It is pretty orangey. So if you don't like pretty orangey, this might not be your cup of tea, and I will suggest Floral Majority. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. Not too much. You could, like I have today, put another highlighter on if you wanted to, or you could just wear this as is. just because I was curious. I wondered how it compared to Luminoso from Milani, because that's another really orangey blush. So I'm going to swatch them next to each other. And Hustle and Glow is actually quite a bit more orangey. So this is Hustle and Glow, and this is Luminoso. So you can see Hustle and Glow is quite a bit orangier than Luminoso. Luminoso has some more pink to it. They have pretty much the same level of shimmer, so that might be helpful to you if you're not sure if that's a good color for you. All right, that's it. And I've only been filming for 20 minutes. I was definitely expecting to film a lot longer. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I just didn't blab too much. I don't know. Here's let's hope for that. So those were my May favorites. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, requests, any particular feelings on any of these products, have you used them? How is Video Vixen? Have you tried that? Because I heard good things about that shade, and I'm a little upset that it was not so great. Yeah, let me know. Let me know how you're doing. Let's chat. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.